Welcome to 2K Sports. For another edition of NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. The last time they came together was in Salt Lake City, where they fell to the Jazz.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Oh, going up there. Vassell showing off his house.
And a foul called on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Vassell can't get it to go. Now the Hawks with it. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. He's focused on Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight, always a big problem for opponents. Coach told me Triple J does the two things we all want, hit threes and block shots. He's won a Defensive Player of the Year, so we're talking about one of the toughest guys to game plan for because he's really good at both ends. Back to you, B.A.
Okay, thank you, Allie. These are two teams with a clear identity, Grant. Defense is their backbone.
Oh, B.A., I don't expect to see many easy buckets between these two defenses. They're disciplined, hardworking, and gritty. And, of course, they make you work for everything.
To the paint. Back to Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 5. Soft touch off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's George. They look to him to score. Consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game.
Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
Here's Alexander Walker. Going inside. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Ooh, ripped away. And they're running. Stolen by Vassell. Kessler with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. They grab their own miss. For 3, George. The shot that time not on target. And it's Daniels with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 2.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And the free throw, no good. Vassell outside. Back to George. Pass to Kessler. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Boy, contact from the defense, but Mr. Kessler just powers right through it.
And the more experience George gets, the more confident he looks.
Well, Keontae George is an excellent athlete. He's got positional size to play the lead guard, but he's got to develop as a playmaker. He took that step this past season, and we know this. The guy is elite athletically. Like, there's a lot of good building blocks here.
Now here's George. Stolen by Daniels. Johnson for 3. Rebound, Utah. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And here's Vassell from the arc. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Okongwu. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Here's Alexander Walker. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Vassell. He's got 5. Pure from three-point range. Vassell's got 8. Daniels with it. Guarded now by George. Pass to Rizachet. Back to Alexander Walker. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Oh, that's a great block. Jackson protecting the house.
Outside Rizachet. Shot clock at 2. From deep. The putback. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's his first trip to the line. The free throw drops for Johnson.
After averaging just about 3 points per game as a rookie, Jalen Johnson has put so much work into his game and has become a very good NBA player.
Now here's George. Williams with the screen. Here's the 3. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Alexander Walker with it. Picked up by Reddish. Rizachet. Williams grabs the board.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more quality.
Hawks trip by 6. Right side Johnson. Pass to Okongwu. Stolen by Jackson. Williams into the lane. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Williams has gotten his second bucket of the game. Outside, Alexander Walker. There's the drive. Okongwu with the bucket.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
Timeout. And now the first timeout called here for Utah. And here's Bryant outside. They get it back. Pass to George. Shot clock at 6. Buries it down low. George has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Outside Kuminga. Back to Heel. Here's McCollum. Shot is up. And he knocks the jumper down.
Gotta love how McCollum hunts down his shots. Always looking for his next bucket.
George outside. Lets it go from deep. Reddish controls the rebound and the putback.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Outside Heel. Pass to McCollum. To the inside. It's stolen by Isaac. Bryant with it. And it's Heel picking him up. Here's Williams. George scanning the floor. The 3 is up. Williams misses.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
And Keontae George gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Now you have to be a little bit more cautious on the defensive end. That's his second, and there's a long way to go.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. 59 seconds left to play in the first. Down low. And stolen by Williams. Here's Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Outside heel. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Bryant. In transition, here come the Jazz. Williams' shot is good.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now here's McCollum. He's averaging about 15 points per game. He's been a solid contributor. To the right side. Off target at the rim.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
And so it's Utah going into the break up. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor, a lot of the damage coming in transition.
Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
And Atlanta with possession here. Following the bucket by Utah. And the basket by Hield.
That's what you call a strong take, folks. Buddy Hield so assertive.
Jazz leading by 11. Outside, Williams. On the wing, Vassell. Gets a hand on it. Pass to Williams. Here's Bailey. The three ball. Up again. On the wing, Vassell. And here's Bryant outside. Dominga pulls it in. And here's McCollum. Pass to Kispert. Three-pointer. Sends it home from three-point land. Kispert's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Williams. Now Kessler. Kicks it out to Bryant. The three, Vassell. And he can't get that one. Off trump by 8. McCollum with it. And now by Williams. Here's Landale. Goes back up. Oh, Kessler with the block.
Boy, there is a reason this guy has led the league in blocks. Walker Kessler sent it back. Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
Now here's Kispert. Heels from outside. Another three for Atlanta.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Outside, Williams. And here's Vassell from the arc. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Timeout.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to McCollum. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Okongwu with it. Guarded now by Williams. 4 on the clock. Now Johnson. Shoots over Bryant. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, guys. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the bucket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Back to you, VA.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Pass to Okongwu. And here's McCollum. Lets it fly. Good as the jump shot falls. McCollum's gotten his second bucket.
Can't sleep on McCollum, not even for a second, because that's when he strikes.
From downtown, that one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. Needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
Ricochet with the ball. Now guarded by Bryant. Pass break, Utah. Who poked away. Here's Williams. Pass to Kessler. Here's Bailey. He's been contributing over 15 a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. Now here's Williams. Kicks it out to Bryant. Jacks up a 3. Nails it from 3. Bryant's got 8 points.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
On the wing, Ricochet. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And really, Johnson is an elite rebounder, so you have to be aware where he is and get a body on him.
Pass to Vassell. Back to Williams. And here's Bailey for 3. Another 3 for Utah.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Here's Daniels. Utah grabs the miss. And the Jazz with possession. They're on a 15-4 run.
Ball coming, ball coming.
Pass to Bryant. Launches a 3. And the three-pointer goes. 11 points in the game.
That's his third three-pointer now after not getting any in the opening period.
And Ricochet gets it to go.
I love how competitive this kid Ricochet is, coming right back with his own triple.
And Utah calls time here. And so George will bring it up for Utah. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Now Reddish kicks it out to Jackson. Drains the triple. And the Jazz lead by 19.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. Atlanta shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Second free throw, no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Williams from long range. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Outside Ricochet. Back to Heel. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Wow, Buddy Hield taking flight, showing he is more than just a three-point specialist.
Outside, Williams. Utah moving the ball around. Isaac. Pass to Reddish. They double him with Landale. Kicks it to George. 5 to shoot. Williams into the lane. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Johnson.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Counted from distance. Risaché's got 6.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
For 3, George. Outside, Williams. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Landale. Isaac with the steal. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Reddish with it, and it's Hield picking him up. And Reddish gets it to go. Reddish has got his second basket.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Now Okongwu. Shoots over Isaac. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Utah. Already up 26 points as this quarter ends. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. We'll be right back after this word. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Now here's Risachez. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Back to George. Jackson the screen. And here's Vassell from the arc. Rebound Atlanta. Daniels with it. And Kessler picks him up defensively. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. And here's Vassell from the arc. Boy, this Hawks squad is struggling. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Outside, Alexander Walker. 6 on the shot clock. And he drives in. And there's a 3-second violation.
I think that's going to stick with them for a while. Huge mistake at a critical juncture in the game.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
For 3, Vassell connects from downtown. Vassell's got 16 points.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of three-point buckets.
And the foul called on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Stolen by Daniels. Here's Alexander Walker. And it's blocked by Kessler. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Showcasing his athleticism. Plays like this are why you got to be excited about Risaché's future in this league.
Pass to Vassell. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Alexander Walker to the middle. 6 to shoot. Pass to Rizachet. Shoots over Bailey. Rizachet, no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Bailey's shot is off. And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Now here's Rizachet. Give him 8. Rebounded by Bailey. Fires from deep. No rebound by Atlanta.
Boy, they've done a good job overcoming his offensive struggles. He's got to be very thankful for his teammates.
And foul called on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's foul number 2 for him.
And after a first half where he didn't turn it over once, that has sure changed here in the second.
George has the open look. Puts it in off the killer crossover. George has got 8.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court, and it also keeps the bench fired up.
Now here's Daniels. Still no points. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Jazz.
And you have to be more careful with the basketball. These are possessions that you don't get back.
Vassell outside. Pass to Bailey. Vassell, he's open. Again, Utah, good for 2.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
Now here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Vassell. The 3 from Rizachet. Sinks it from distance. Rizachet's got 5 points now in the quarter. George left side. Vassell outside. And a fast break now for Atlanta. Rizachet with the ball. He's picked up by Vassell.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience. Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
Pass to Rizachet. Back to Alexander Walker. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Pulls it. And another basket for Atlanta.
Rizachet is just pouring it in on offense. He's found a rhythm and is determined to keep it going.
For 3, Vassell. The shot misses.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
For 3, George. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Jazz.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And they've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the NBA keeping it open mind. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "This is the only league that plays 48 minutes. I'm a fan of 10-minute quarters. A 2-hour format is more consistent with modern television habits, but it's such a dramatic change. Something like that would have to be talked about over time." Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Now here's Rizachet. He's got 13. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Kuminga. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Here's Vassell. From down in the low post, it goes. Vassell's got 13 in the second half.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Here's Daniels. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools, showing his hops on that one.
Launches it. Rebounded by the Hawks. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face them. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. And here are the Jazz. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
For Vassell to really make an impact, that's what he has to do. Initiate the offense.
Now here's Risacher. Daniels outside. Pass to Kuminga. And stolen by Jackson. Driving inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the big man coming through. Once Jackson Jr. gets some speed behind him, get out of the way.
Here's Daniels. Williams grabs the board. Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. And it's Utah with the ball. Here's Traore. Outside. Williams. Gets the three to fall. Williams has got 17 points.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Fields from outside. Fires in the triple. He's got 10.
The specialty of Buddy Hield is a three-point shot. You give him an opportunity to respond, and he's going to say, yes, sir.
Williams in the post. Misses from short range. Devin Vassell has been on display for Utah, hitting 3 trays in the quarter. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so it's Utah with it. Into the lane. Pass to Reddish. Williams looking around. Inside. And he jams it home with authority.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
There's McCollum with the three. Drills it from deep.
But defending the pick and roll. You have to stop the ball, especially when it's C.J. McCollum controlling it.
Pass to Williams. Over Johnson. Williams misses. And so McCollum will bring it up for Atlanta. And stolen by Williams. Fast break Utah. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
McCollum outside. Three-pointer. Another three for Atlanta.
That's a knockdown outside shooter. McCollum knows he has the green light to fire away from downtown anytime.
Pass to Bryant. Outside, Williams. It's stolen by Johnson. The drive by Landale. Here's Hield. Back to Landale. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Just a strong finish there, guys.
Hey, needed just one hand to do it. Here's Traore. The kick out to Williams. Utah moving the ball around. Here's the screen by Bryant. Williams into the lane. Just 4 to shoot. Tries it from 16. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Well, a lot of eyes focused on NBA officiating. But where their eyes are focused is also a topic.
Yeah, the league's able to track officials' position on the court and even tell where they're looking. And you cross-check that with the results and train them where to be and where to keep watching.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Okongwu. The 15-footer. And another basket for Atlanta.
Yeah, he has a really nice feel from that spot, and the size gives him a clear advantage.
Well, sometimes when you've got size, your release point is so high that you're going to get a good look no matter what. Boy, nice pass, a little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
McCollum's shot is off. Down low. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the layup.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Kispert outside. Pass to Okongwu. McCollum outside. The deep three. Hits the trifecta. And that's 13 points for C.J. McCollum.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Outside, Williams. With the drive. Tipped. No good with a layup. Here's Atlanta with the ball. The finish! Flushes it down to finish the break.
Good job running the floor. Kispert very calculated on what he does offensively.
Outside, Williams. 4-3. Rebounded by Johnson. On offense, here are the Hawks. They're on a 15-6 run. Utah grabs the miss. To the inside. And here's Kispert from the arc. And Bryant pulls it down. And so it's Utah with it. And it's Bryant with the dunk. And it looks like we've got an injury on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Oh, man, that's tough. You just never like to see this in sports.
No, obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen. Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
On offense, here's Utah. Here's Traore. Here's Reddish. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Well, Keontae George demonstrating right there he's a team-first guy. Teammate open, you put it where it needs to be.
Pass to Rizachet. Outside, Alexander Walker. 5 on the clock. And here's Okongwu. And here they come. The 3, George. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make since.
Outside, Alexander Walker. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Can't connect from short range. Utah grabs the miss.
No one in his way. You have got to make the defense pay. That's a quality mid-range look right there.
And Atlanta with possession here. And with the introduction of the NBA Cup, the regular season schedule is more packed than ever.
You know what, PA? Many constituents in this game believe the regular season schedule should top out at 72 games. This is something the commissioner broached back when he introduced the Cup. Not necessarily 72, just that there could be a reduction. But there's too much money at stake. I don't believe this will ever happen.
And Utah calls time here. Here's Traore. Bryant outside. To the middle. Pass to Heel. Oh, 2 Utah. 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 2 tries to keep it alive. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. And Atlanta with possession here. Pass break, Utah. Rebounded by Hield. All right, time for an injury report.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer of the Jazz was able to update me on the situation. I was told it's a knee sprain, not great news by any stretch, but luckily it wasn't anything major. There will be no return to the court tonight, and it sounds like the recovery period is going to last a little longer than they were hoping for. Guys?
Okay, thanks for that.
It is, and nobody wants to miss any time. Obviously, everybody wants to be out there contributing, but sometimes you got to be patient. You have to make health a priority, get the results, and then put your plan in place.
And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Graham, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much. And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Jazz.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And for the year now, they've chalked up 35 wins.
And that's a sweep of the season series. It's clear who the matchup favored. They'll wish they could have seen more of these guys.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Devin Vassell.
This is the very definition of being in a zone. Everything the defense tried against him, he had an answer for it.
And here's Bailey for three. He buries it from three.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Bailey's shot is off. And Atlanta has possession. Here's Kuminga. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Clock at 6. Reddish on the wing. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And so it's Utah easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah.